Okay, so doctorarjaybe here, and I was going to talk about a subject in the fitness community that's called recomposition. Um, recomposition is a little bit different strategy for working out compared to the typical strategy. The typical is called bulking and cutting. Um, Basically, the person is trying to put on muscle. They will eat a lot of food while they're working out, put on a lot of weight with the idea that they're going to put on some of this as muscle. Um, and then they take off the excess fats, and that's called cutting. So they first bulk up and then they cut down. Um, Recomposition kind of goes against this idea because when you bulk up, a lot of what you're putting on is fat. And anytime you're increasing the amount of fat in your body, there's an issue with healthy concerns. Uh, uh, the biggest issue is the fact that when you do this, many times you are putting on fat in your gut, um, which um, uh, is a bad type of fat, basically, as opposed to the fat that's underneath your skin, which is called subcutaneous fat. This intra-abdominal fat, uh, coats all the organs, and in general causes a mess. As a matter of fact, diabetes has been associated with too much intra-abdominal fat. Now, how do you know that somebody has intra-abdominal fat? Well, those are the people we call having a beer belly, where their belly sticks out. That's intra-abdominal fat. So that look with the belly extended, that is a risk for diabetes and blood pressure problems too, by the way. So the person who does recomposition wants to put on muscle, but not put on fat. So what they tend to do is to try to maintain their weight, eat relatively normally, but try to continue working out at a high level so that they put on muscle. Um, okay, so um, uh, this, like I said, is a little bit safer approach. Um, Also, I think it's a realization that when you are doing weight training, the weight doesn't really come on that fast. And so, if you're putting on, let's say, a half a pound of muscle per month, why do you need to put on 30 pounds? Um, if only a half a pound of that is muscle, the rest of the 30 pounds is just fat, And like I said before, when we're talking about how much muscle can somebody actually put on, half a pound to a pound per month is probably, you know, uh, for somebody who's really, genetically endowed. For most of us, probably more like a quarter pound to a half a pound per month. So, when you see these situations where they're talking about putting on 30 pounds, a lot of it's fat. So the recomposition person understands this, and they try to work out, keep the same weight, and put on a little bit of muscle over time. Um, uh, Taking the slow approach, the long distance approach, instead of trying to put all the muscle on in like I said, 30 days, 60 days, whatever it is. Okay, so that's the thing. How do you? And like I said, the basic way you do it is do all the things that we've talked about: protein, carbohydrates, rest, sleep, and lots of weight training. And that's basically the way it goes. If you're older, it's not a bad idea to have your testosterone level checked because, many times as men get older, their testosterone level drops and it makes it harder to put on muscle when the testosterone is low. So it's not a bad idea to have your primary care doctor check your testosterone level to see if maybe your testosterone level is too low for you to make any progress. Okay, so any event, a little bit of talk about recomposition, and also, of course, about the normal bulk and cut approach, which I think is not a good idea. Okay, take care.